hopefully the lag is a lot better, and it seems to be a lot better now. I've restarted my computer ever since the last stream, so hopefully there's no lag. Also, I know that I said I was going to do the Make It Rain event, and then I realized that patch 6.15 came out. Also, the thing that I wanted to use for that is charging currently, because I didn't know that I was going to use it so dramatically. Spoilers, it's my phone, and I was playing Genshin on it because I was out for business. And speaking of Genshin, I've been playing entirely too much of it because Yuan is hot as fuck. And it's the primary reason why I'm not thinking too much about Ameliance right now. But let's do Ameliance's quest. We're doing Alphino's mom's quest. Yeah, as the title suggests. Actually, hopefully the title does suggest that. And actually has updated. I hope. But for now, let's just let's start with Of Mothers and Merchants. I would be wearing the cool costume right now. I have many crafters that can. I'm just not going to. You are, pray forgive my directness, but you are none other than Master Eternal, are you not? It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. I am Merrild, a humble servant of House Lavier. I have heard that you are an exemplary artisan. Is this true? If so, I should hope you will be intrigued by a proposal from my employer. See, Lady Ameliance has been focused on a rather important social welfare endeavor of late, and seeks aid of an artisan possessed of talents commensurate to the task at hand. The glint in your eye tells me you wish to know more, so I invite you to speak to her in person. As fortune would have it, she is available at this very moment. You needn't say another word. I shall arrange a seat for you under the House Levier reservation. Pray make your way to the last stand at your earliest convenience and await Lady Ameliance's arrival. I probably should have actually started the quest as cool guy, because it doesn't give EXP, I don't think, does it? Hold on. Fuck, it does. Because I want it to look cool. Because this outfit's fly as fuck, okay? It looks really cool. That being said, the lag is still here, so I'll still keep OBS minimized. Just for my personal sake, but I'm glad that for the stream the lag is good. Or the lag is better. Can I even do the... I guess the only stipulation is, like, Master of... or, like, Disciple of Hand for land, I suppose. Wow, everybody's in their hot boy outfits, huh? Somnus! I presume it was Merrill who sent you hither. Oh, it's all the moms now. Fuck. Lured by the prospect of fresh endeavors, no doubt. I myself am guilty of the same. Our Lady Lavier's correspondence has been full of the most tantalizing hints of late. Surprise, surprise! What, not happy to see me? There's someone. I may be coming down with something. Relax, this ain't my venture. I'm here at Philomene's invitation. At the very least, I insist you join us for a cup of tea. Do sit down. Don't bring up any depths and we're good. Don't bring up depths of any kind. I see. So the stadium is to begin accepting foreign students, is it? Yes. As you know, Shaolin has long closed its borders and avoided interfering in the affairs of other nations, bound by a single-minded focus to secure the safety of the peoples of the star. With the final days averted, the need for such drastic measures has dissipated. It took an awfully long time in the near end of the world, but the winds of change have begun to blow. Shaolin is trying to become an open nation. That said, not all students can afford the costs incurred by studying abroad, let alone the steep price of the stadium's tuition. I can scarcely imagine how those from nations who suffered the worst of the final days might accept such a feat, or attempt such a feat. To ease the financial burden, I plan to offer all necessary school supplies free of charge. Furthermore, I have already begun talks with a number of Shaolin families to propose an academic homestead program. My, what a lovely initiative! A good old-fashioned cultural exchange is sure to be a mutually enlightening experience for the many Shaolins who've remained cooped up in their dusty old homes. Such is my hope. Alas, you will recall that a great deal of the Leviar fortune was poured into the outfitting of the Ragnarok, yes? How much money? As such, I cannot hope to carry out this endeavor without I cannot hope to carry out this endeavor long-term without a financial backer. A partner, if you will. I'm all for noble causes, but you can't possibly be suggesting we provide everything for free. Oh, but of course I am. Were I to require students to repay the sum of their tuition after graduating, a sum few could afford, I would be no different from Malone, after all. I see. Well, I wish I could help, but with no prospect of income, I must respectfully decline your offer. It's not my intent to be rude, but I run a business, not a charity. I completely understand. Recently, I find myself reminiscing over the time I spent in the Dravanian hinterlands. For Chanel, the children, and myself, we were all so happy, living in the Emporium. Idle though it may now be, the town was once tremendously effervescent, filled to the brim with inquiring souls who traveled from every corner of Eorzea in the pursuit of knowledge. Of course, it was not solely prospective students and researchers who journeyed there, far from it. As a hub for seekers of knowledge, no small few merchants made a living by procuring research supplies. In turn, they had immediate access to the reservoir of cutting-edge inventions. Come to think of it, I dare say my contact at the East Aldenard Trading Company will be intrigued to hear of similar possibilities arising from our program. It was so very kind of Tantaru to introduce us. The East Aldenard Trading Company? Competition! Hold on a minute now. What in the seven hells could possibly be giving this woman the confidence to act so bafflingly indifferent? Her husband's supposed to be a bigwig in the form of theirs, ain't he? Stands to reason she may have heard rumblings of Shaolin investing deeper in its education system, and in that case, it'd be wiser to invest now to reap the benefits later. Better yet, the students who end up attending will be the best of the brightest of their respective nations. If I make them feel indebted to me now, they'll be obliged to repay the favor in the future, once they've become powerful, distinguished members of society, of course. Oh no. Devious. I will also have need of a skilled artisan to procure the necessary supplies. No doubt the demand is sure to be immense. They're not hiding it. Goodness, just look at the prattle. Just look at me prattle on when you've no interest in the matter. I really must be getting on home. Countless preparations must needs be made ere my distinguished guest arrives. Hold that thought. She is Alphino's mom. Holy fuck. I know where he gets it from. Fuck. come around to your proposal. Aye, and as your partner, the House of Splendor's pledges is a considerable support for your endeavor. And an investment for the future, let's call it. That is on one condition. Somnus must be the sole supplier. My, how fortuitous! I did not expect you to pledge your support, but full glad am I that I have. Together we can give countless students the opportunities they deserve. But what say you, Somnus? Would you be able to spare some time from the seemingly infinite number of responsibilities that require your attention? Okay, I know where to get it from now. Wonderful! I'm counting on both of you. I know where to get it from now. Holy shit. Philomene and Rowena have already left, if you're wondering. They intend to do some sightseeing in town before returning home. I do hope you were able to enjoy our tea time together. I can think of none more deserving of a brief respite. I must apologize, however, for dragging you into this matter. You deserve a full explanation, but not here. Would you care to meet me at my home? Splendid. I shall be awaiting you at the Levier estate. Alright. Let's, I wonder if they're gonna blue ball us, and by the end of this all, like, it turns out we can't actually, like, make her, like, wear whatever we everyone. Thank you for humoring me, Somnus, and welcome once again. For years, I've supported my children from afar as a sponsor of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Yet, even though the Scions have disbanded, it has done little to diminish my desire to be of service. That is why I decided it is past time I made my own contribution to the world, to this star that you and my children have sacrificed so much to save. But I am merely one person. My resources limited. Words can ill express how grateful I am for your aid. In time, I hope you will come to see me not only as the mother of Alphino and Alize, but as your partner and friend. As I said before, I am counting on you, Somnus. Now, there is, in fact, another reason I invited you here. The Levier household will also be partaking in the homestead program, and I have already accepted a student. She comes from a family of accomplished alchemists, hailing from Favner. Merrill has already gone to fetch her from the point, so I imagine she will arrive ere long. Lady Ameliance, I pray I did not keep you waiting up long. Miss Milladine has arrived. Small. Nice to meet you. I am Milladine, freshly arrived from Fafner. It is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. Oh, the pleasure is all mine, I'm sure. You must be utterly exhausted after such a long voyage. I am Ameliance, and standing beside me is none other than... Oh, I know! It's Master Alphino, isn't it? Do I look like I'm her son? Does she look that old? Huh, I'm afraid not, my dear. This charming personage beside me is in fact Somnus, my business partner, better known as the hero who saved our star from the final days. I'm so sorry. It was rude of me to presume. I have heard much and more of your many heroic deeds in Fafnir, but I've never had a face to put to the name. But putting that aside, it is a dream come true for me to finally stand in the magnificent halls of the stadium. I could collapse with happiness on the very spot. With these dignified walls surrounding me, I feel as though I stand in the very annals of history itself. My mind wanders to the countless brilliant minds who made discovery after discovery here. I never misunderstanding. Miss Miladine, I'm afraid this is not the stadium, but the Levier estate in which you stand. The residence shall be your lodgings for the duration of the day. It may take some getting used to, but it is my wish that you come to feel at home here. This is your home? I have much to learn, and the thought of your present impression of me fills me with dread. I hope that we can get along. Oh, you needn't be so formal. Tell me, what can we do to make you feel more comfortable? I know. Please call me Mila. That's what my folks back home call me, while Miladine is usually reserved for when I'm in trouble. Pray forgive me, but I'm afraid I must continue to observe formalities, Miss Miladine. If it please you, I shall escort you to your room. A number of other families will also be opening up to their homes to the students from abroad in the coming days. I must set an example as the first host mother, for if it all goes to plan, we can expand the program to include even more students. Let us waste no time. There's plenty of work to be done. Classes at the stadium will begin when students have had time to settle in. I would like to use this period to procure all the necessities needed for their matriculation. You may find any materials you need by speaking with Sinov, the apothecary in the Agora. Let us give the students the welcome they deserve. Ameliance Levier. Custom deliveries. Alright, so we have... Yeah, we have collectibles. Yes, yes, yes. I've done this 8 times already. A quill, a feather, or squid. Let's go make that quill. Yes, yes. So there's also that's Tataru's quest, and I believe Omega's quest. Not an Ultra? Oh, I suppose. Oh, it's that one, I think, because it's weapon ID. Yeah. It's not available as a disciple of the hand or the land. It's only available as a combat class. So. That should not be happening. Hold on. Hold on. I thought that was all turned off. It is. Well, how about we... Actually, I shouldn't out myself any more than I already have, huh? Just know that that should be a... That should not be happening. That's... a glitch of some sorts, stemming from my use of third-party plugins. We'll just keep it at that. That too is a glitch from that. That should not be happening. Like, truthfully and honestly, that should not be happening. I don't know what I need to do. I should probably, like, disable that, actually. Oh, it's disabled. Samnasechana, welcome. Oh, fuck! I didn't want to start this, actually! Oh, no! I didn't actually want to start this yet! I wanted to Oh, okay, hold on. Let's skip this. We'll watch the cutscene later. I wanted to, let's, let's, just flat out disable it. Where is it? Let's just flat out disable it for now. That should fix everything. Should. We'll see though once I reload, I guess. Let's speak to the apothecary here because we need to do that. We'll watch that cutscene in a bit. Let's see here. School supply components. You're the one that I need to make quill, yes? Yes. No. Afro-conductive quill components. There we go. Hopefully I don't come under fire for using plugins. I shouldn't, honestly, considering that, like, not a single one has truly been used in this entire stream. Just confirms the existence of them. I probably should have used Veneration. Or maybe not. Oh, I need to make, like, 6 of these. That's fine, I can max quality them on the Weaver, so... I probably could afford to just use groundwork, honestly. It doesn't take their ability to use chain die, so I probably should do that instead of doing a focused emphasis. Treasure it, I won't be able to do this much longer. There's no tag or anything that says that I crafted these with Weaver, right? So I can turn in for EXP on Goldsmith or something. Right. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to temporarily get out of the cool guy outfit and thus probably watch the cutscene without it. Cause, I need to... Actually, fuck! I need to actually turn in my scripts because, or like buy shit with scripts because, because I have too many of them. And it's gonna cap out. I know it's a short walk away, but teleportation. So desperately do I want to have the ability to teleport IRL. Oh fuck, I didn't actually need to make all 6 of them because it's going to It doesn't actually count like how many of them. It counts how much satisfaction she has. Quote. So oh rip! I actually already bought all the master recipes, like all of them. Okay, instead of master recipes, what do I get now? There? Maybe. I don't have these. And I can do with a supply of these actually, because then I can... I can only have one in my inventory. That's fine. And then, materia, right. There we go. That is all I am worth. Currently, right now. So I didn't quite need to make 6 of these, by the way, because the way custom deliveries work is it's like a dating sim. You get points. You get like friendship points with like turning in specific things. Fuck, like exactly like a dating sim. And then you craft the next thing once you hit the point quota. That doesn't necessarily mean 6 of them. You can only turn in 6 a week though. But I should probably actually do this as a Smith of Gold, so I can get the EXP out of it. Everyone here is an Omni Crafter, so they didn't need it. See? So she will be able to dress up, by the way. But yeah, as you can see, I'm accumulating friendship points by giving these to her. And it's going up and up and up. And by the time we get to this last one, it's going to it's going to be a cutscene. I've returned from the stadium, Lady Ameliance. Welcome home, Mila. How was your first day of classes? Oh, it was wonderful. Not only the professors, but my classmates too were astonishingly friendly. I can hardly believe how many friends I've already made. That is reassuring to hear. And I must say, you wear the uniform quite well. Goodness, you're making me blush. Thank you, Lady Ameliance. Not just for the compliment, but for everything. Once I have learned to wield spells from my studies here, I can return home triumphant, having proved my mother wrong. Would you care to elaborate? Ah, yes, of course. For generations, those in my family have traditionally become alchemists, each of us pouring our hearts and souls into the creation of medicine. The final days, however, changed everything. I saw firsthand that there are countless lives not even the most advanced medicine can save. I came to the decision that I must learn to wield magic, even if it meant traveling as far as Charlemagne, against my mother's wishes. But at my father's urging, I took my chances and made the journey here. You have been through an awful lot. Why, pray tell, is your mother so opposed to learning spellcraft? I cannot say for certain, but alchemy has always been a source of pride for my family. She may find it my decision to study an alternative discipline offensive, as though I'm rejecting my lineage in some way, which simply isn't the case. Though I love alchemy, I am not so beholden to its, I'm blind to its shortcomings. To me, the decision is simple. If magic can save more lives than medicine, then I must learn to wield it, even if it breaks my mother's heart. With all that said, I still hardly know left from right when it comes to spellcraft. I'm surprised my application for the academic homestead was even accepted in the first place. You have earned your place here, Anya. Nothing more, nothing less. But thank you for speaking so candidly with us. Know that you have our full support. Whatever you need, pray do not hesitate to ask. You are both far too kind. I have a lot of ground to make up, but I promise I won't let you down. So now we have 3 more turn-ins we can do. Unfortunately, I can't do jack and shit with the stuff I have, so I've no doubt there are other students from abroad who, much like Mila, yet struggle with their spellcraft. As such, supplemental tools for their studies shall prove beneficial. Toads and magic foci, most of all. The better the quality, the more quickly they shall be able to master the basics. I trust I can count on your assistance. Marvelous. Thank you, Samus. See? Now we have 3 more that we can do, and we gain 2 hearts. And as you can see at the end of it all, we get to dress her up in anything. Definitely terrified of that, but yeah. I also want to start making purple scripts, so I'm gonna actually turn these next 3 in. Okay, I'm gonna turn these next 3 in as a weaver. Actually, should I do a? Yeah, I'm gonna do it as a weaver because weaver's my master. I don't know. I think I have less CP on this acting. Slightly less, but that's what material is supposed to be all about. And besides, I don't even have. Well, it would certainly help if I had tools. Let me buy some tools real quickly. After this, we'll not start with Tataru's Grand Adventure, or whatever it was called. We're gonna start with the Arca Soldier quests. Everybody has that now, huh? Weaver. Weaver's tools. There we go. Oh. Okay. It didn't give me more CP. Oh, I think another thing is I probably had the bonus on it for more CP. Well, I better think about modding. It's also not modern gear. This is all older gear. From like 6.0, not the new crapper gear. Yeah, let's make a thorough conductive focus stuff. You can only make 3 of these. We'll just make 3 of these. Everyone's discussing about what they could or would put Ameliance on at the end of this all. and then the conversation shifted to Monago because Monago's the only custom delivery NPC who can't be dressed up. For some reason. For some reason. It's not because of, like, anything particular. She just can't. I think it may have something to do because the outfit that she's wearing is, like, a resistance uniform. God damn! Get out of my face! I'm streaming, man! Let's pretend we didn't see him. Anyways, Monago, I think the reasoning for that is because, like, the outfit she's wearing is a resistance outfit. It's a resistance, uniform. It's not even a glamour item that you can get in game. That's, specific to her and the resistance, so... Potentially? Yeah, I'm doing this to get purple scripts, because I do actually need purple scripts. Thank you, Sons, not only for securing supplies, but for believing in my vision. After everything I have heard of your grand adventures with Alphino and Alize, never in my wildest dreams did I believe we might find ourselves working together, but I could not have asked for a better partner. That's the, so that cutscene wasn't actually, continuing the quest. She's just tending the flowers. Like, she's not even doing anything. What are you paying her for, Ameliance? Like, she's literally just picking flowers, I think. Some of these NPCs are doing some weird shit that I, like... they just start doing weird shit that I don't ever understand. Anyways, but that right there is the cutscene of, like, when you've turned in all that you can turn in for the week. So yeah, let's do the Arcasodra quest. Because I'm gonna want a ninja with him. Yeah, ninja. Because that's how I want to level my ninja. Or do I want to level, like, Bard with Beast Tribe dailies? I don't want to really play Bard or Dancer. Well, for the sake of glamour, I'm actually gonna do the quests as a ninja first. We'll probably do... Actually... Yeah, I don't know. It's tough for me now, because I have a lot of jobs at 90. So a lot of what they... Because Beast Tribes are specifically for leveling up your shit. So, so it's really hard for me to think of what the fucking play is for them now. Because, like, anything that... Like, I would have wanted to do the Arcasodra quests as a monk. But I can't anymore. Excuse me. I can't anymore because it's level 90. I don't even know. I don't even remember how I fucking got it to 90. I just did. So it is kind of a struggle. I'm actually gonna run into that struggle even more so now, because that means that most of these side quests will yield me nothing either. And I really should do the side quests. Especially Best Ways Barrow, but whatever. Excuse me. Did you need something? Wait, you're him! The very man who saved Mavon's child! Somnus, was it? Mevin's child. I knew it! I'm Yazan, an alchemist of the great work. I am but one of the few who are looking after the child that she makes her recovery. Mevin and Karasaf were dear friends of mine. Thank you for everything you've done for the daughter. Her condition is not on the mend. I'm sure you'll be glad to hear. We've been taking turns checking in on her. The last thing she needs is a gaggle of adults fussing her every day and night. That being said, when she is healed fully, there is a question of who will be in charge of her care. For the love I bore her parents, I would gladly take her as my own, but that would mean raising her away from her home. Moreover, I am yet to be wed, and my duties consume so much of my time I can scarcely focus on my own care, let alone that of a growing child. I doubt my ability to give her the love she deserves, love equal to that her parents gave her. She deserves better than that, so I've considered finding someone more suitable. It is the best I can do, and truth be told, perhaps the best option. Even so, although I was born here, much of my life was spent at the great work. I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest idea even who to ask, even if I had the time to do so. You, however, seem to be well loved among the people here. Could you ask around in my stead? It would be much more effective, a much more effective use of my time to prepare medicine for the wounded and sick. I apologize for imposing such an enormous task on you, but I would trust no one else to do it. Once you've finished, come to my hut to the south of the settlement, and we can discuss the potential parental candidates. I respect the hustle, Big Mama Rowe. Very few people are female Rose. If you ask me, Persine is most motherly among us. She had a child of her own not too long ago, so I reckon there is no one better to be a wet nurse. That being said, times have been troubled for us all. It might be unseemly to ask her to take on such a burden unless she was willing. Yes, the benefit of being ninja as well is that you move faster. The child, none dote over her quite like his own. But I understand alchemy isn't a merciful trade for a parent. Still, there's no one else that comes to mind when I consider the question. I'd volunteer to take it in itself, but with the chaos of recent events, it's difficult enough to see that me and mine are involved. I know I'm not the one facing such hardships either. Only. Who do I think is most suited to care for the child? He's honest, the obvious choice. Dependable, loyal, and dutiful. Even every quality you would desire in a parent. I know he does become so absorbed in his research, but that devotion has made him a peerless alchemist. Who better is there to look after someone so sickly as her? Alright, buddy, you literally got no volunteers. Are you sure you want to reevaluate? Welcome to my humble workshop, sons. I am almost too nervous to ask, but what did the others say? You're the best candidate. Eh? Someone nominated me? Well, that's neither here nor there. You said Parisien's name was mentioned. She was a good friend of mine. It's true. But there are other factors at play that make me reticent to ask. Simply put, I'd rather not burden her further if it can be avoided. That being said, we don't exactly have the luxury of choice, all things considered. I suppose I wouldn't be remiss if I didn't at least speak with her. I owe the child that much. Will you accompany me, Somnus? Supportive presence by my side would help me find the right words. But a scene should be nearby. Doubtless watching her over her own child. I must deliver this medicine before speaking with her, so please go on ahead. Yazan, it's so good to see you. And who's this with you? Martin, meet Somnus. He's the hero who saved Mevin and Karasov's daughter. Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Thank you for your bravery. I have heard tell of the troubles he's been through since. I hope that you're able to see her return to health soon. He's been trying, to be sure, but we must look forward to the day she is hale. Everyone is doing their utmost to make it so. The question remains as to where she will go from there. However, I've considered taking her into my home, but I fear my qualifications as a parent are somewhat lacking. I know you have been a dear friend to Mevin, and as such only thought it meet to ask if you're willing to care for her daughter. If you are, I would do everything in my power to see that she is given into your care. I'm flattered. Mebon was as family to me, and I view her child as my own. I would do anything to see her raised into as brave a woman as her mother. However, I cannot care for her. I'm not worthy to care for her. Worthy? What does that... my apologies. I understand it was a sudden request, and no small one besides. Please forget the imposition. I will be in the village for some time yet. Should you require treatment for you and yours, please seek me out. I will. Thank you, Yazan. I'll speak with you further, Sons. Let's return to my dwelling. Similarly to that crafter outfit, I actually really love this outfit as well, guys. I like it better on females because the coat almost acts as a skirt, covers up the pants. It's very long. But I don't mind this one on guys either. I wasn't too forceful, was I? I simply asked her if she was willing. I didn't mean to make her feel obligated to agree. I found her words somewhat mystifying. Not worthy. What could that mean? I'm usually not one to pry, but this worries me. I consider Parasine a friend, and I am loath to leave her to her troubles. And there's still the matter of the child. I shall have to think on what to do for you. I may need your help again soon, Miss. I hope you are willing. Well then, if you are willing, I have a task that requires immediate attention. It's simple but essential, namely the gathering of herbs. The child is in a vulnerable state, and I would fortify her against further sickness. There are also more wounded in this village than I had anticipated, and my stores have been running low. It would be best to replenish them while time affords us an opportunity. Can I count on you to help me? Splendid! I require several of the reddish soma herbs, which grow among the shrubbery in the northeast. With both of us working in tandem, I wager we should be enough to gather. We should have enough gathered before the next spell. Yes. I don't know how to do it. I'm just pressing buttons. I wonder it was taking so long to get to the Beast Tribe quest part. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo! Wait, he's not here. No, 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 no. I don't taste very good. Have you ever tried cat? Hmm? Actually, judging by your size, you probably have. And liked it. Look. Come on, any farther in this and you'll be out. There you go. I saw the quiches emerge from the bush, but you felt them before I had the chance to be frightened. I'm glad you survived unscathed. If it had been me. Anyway, did you manage to find the soma? Good. There you go. Excellent work, excellent work. My search comes up fruitless. It appears we're not the only ones seeking this particular herb. It shouldn't come as a surprise, I suppose. This area is well known for medicinal plants which grow here. If my supplies run low once more, perhaps I should ask the villagers if they have any to spare. For now, I believe we found all we can. Let's return to Palakistan. Oh no, please. I'm about to be nuked! You fool! Here you go. That all happened in real time, by the way. That was just all slow motion in real time. I had enough time to see multiple lives flash before my eyes there. As I suspected, we aren't the only ones searching in the jungle. I returned to my quarters to find a bag positively stuffed to the rim with herbs, including soma, in fact. As someone who's actually, like, been to the jungle, I would not suggest wearing a swimsuit to the jungle. That's just me, though. I don't know. Anyways, I asked a nearby colleague who delivered this bounty, and they told me it was one of the Akasojiro stewards. I believe I know who it is. Her name is Sula, a shy one, but obviously kind of fun. I spied her eavesdropping during a conversation with Parsin. Bluntly, I might add. I apologize for asking more of you at the end of a trying day, but would you speak with her with me? Offer our thanks for the herbs, and perhaps find out if she knows anything of Parsin's troubles. For my part, I will begin synthesizing the medicine at once. Sula should be somewhere nearby. I pray you have a productive conversation. That is creepy. I don't like that. I know that's from a Palace of the Dead thing, because that's... Oh, you are... I mean, who are you? Do you require something of me? The herbs? I came upon them while hunting, nothing more. I have heard that the medicine made from them is effective in treating the ailments of young children. It seemed only meet that I should do my part, as it were. Why were you eavesdropping on our conversation? Oh, that? Well... Very well. I believe I can shed some light on the root of Parsin's distress. That is what you wish to hear, yes? Your Zon asked you to speak with me, just as he asked you to gather his herbs. Well, then perhaps it is the best for all of us, for us all to speak together. Go to him and allow me some time to gather my thoughts. I shall approach you when I am ready. You're just in time. I've only just finished synthesizing the medicine. So, did Sula tell you of anything of interest? Well, I suppose I can hear straight from her. I appreciate that you felt it fit to include me. Firstly, I owe you an apology. I was sneaking out out of concern for Parsin. I know what it is that weighs on her mind, you see. That is what you want to know, yes? The story is troubling to hear, and even more troubling to write. Before I tell it, you must promise me you will be her strength in the days to come. Of course, anything to help a friend. Dazar, her beloved husband, was killed. When the veil of chaos descended upon the world, he fled into the jungle and transformed into one of those terrible beasts. He returned here a monster, where my sister Chappa met his wrath. Neither of them survived the ensuing struggle. I was there as well. Despite his monstrous form, I knew it was Dazar. I froze in terror while Chappa stood undaunted. She fought alone for my cowardice. It was my fault she died. I knew this, and yet I laid blame on Parsin's shoulders. I lashed out at her, cursing her for her husband's cowardice. One we both should have confronted the other in mourning. I turned my back on her. I left her to bear the burden of not one, but 2 deaths. It is only natural that she would be hesitant to look after another, given that. I was a fool to condemn Parsin, when it was my duty to protect the people here. I have wanted nothing more than to apologize since that day, but I fear my words were too cruel to forgive. I cannot stand to meet her gaze. It was difficult. It was a difficult time for everyone. We often lose ourselves in moments of crisis, but so long as we find our way back, we are worthy of forgiveness. Chopper would agree, I'm sure. She wouldn't blame you for what happened, nor would she want you to blame yourself. Parasine doubtless feels the same. You're right. I must apologize to her, but it's the only course. Somnus, was it? I will speak with Parasine, but I require some time to muster my courage. Soon, I promise. You. Thank you for lending an ear to my troublesomness. If you're willing, there is a place I will travel to, and I wish for you to accompany me. Administering to my duties may help calm my nerves. To that end, I mean to inspect the temples for signs of disrepair. After we have finished, I hope to find the courage to once again look Parasine in the eyes. With all the monsters about, most of my attention of late has been focused on finding and protecting those who have fled. With the arrival of the Radiant Host, however, there is finally time to attend to this long-neglected duty. I too must ask that you go Sula. Knowing that their holy places are being cared for may set these people's hearts at ease. Even an ounce of comfort is precious in these trying times. Much appreciated. Well, I would join you, but I'm afraid an alchemist's tools are of little use against fangs and thorns. That doesn't mean I'll stand idly by, however. I'll remain here and continue making medicine for the children. My hands may be clumsy with a sword and shield, but they're a few more adroit with more to impress. We are blessed indeed to have a pair such as you looking after us. Well then, let's begin the patrol. Our final destination will be Perusa, to the southeast. It is a bit of a trek, so make the proper arrangements before departing. It has been some time since I've set foot in these old grounds. In times bygone, there were even more such places in this region, but many were moved to Benaspati. From one of the divinities worshipped here, were these words passed down, that we might send off our departed with its wisdom. Just as life leads to death, so too does death lead to life. Do not shed tears for the departed, for they have but set foot upon a new journey. Be not forlorn that your paths have diverged, but look forward with joy to the day that they might cross again. For as long as I can remember, I followed in my sister's footsteps. In her absence, I have felt lost. Whenever I think to forge a path of my own making, my legs become heavy and my heart becomes anxious. Sometimes standing still offers a new perspective. Thank you so much. Yazan was a generous soul, and to have your wisdom to buoy me is more than I deserve. Would that I could open my heart to Parasine in such a way. This part of the temple appears to be well kept. Let us check the other side, shall we? The area is in ghastly shape. Scratches here and cracks there. Will you help me investigate further? We will cover more ground by searching separately. I will search around this area. I trust you do your due diligence. Damaged stone. The stones here are crumbling and fragments of them litter the ground. It would be best to replace them. I should be using my mount loads more, really. So huge. The stones here are cracked and quite require repair. English. speaking. It's not just English. The stones of the foundation appear to be unstable. However, filling in the areas where the grout has grown away should remedy that. Have you finished? Was it as bad as it looks? I see. This may have been the site of a battle or some other horrible conflict. I must do what I can to see it repaired. Though this temple may be remote, the devout do come here on occasion to offer their prayers. Thank you for helping me today. This has helped me forget the crisis that plagues us, and reminded me of simpler times. When we will look after the roads and protect the pilgrims on their journeys, I ever looked forward to setting out on patrol with my sister by my side. But I must find a way to manage without her, to set foot upon my own path. My first step must be to apologize to Parsi. Even if she may refuse it, no more distractions. That being said, if you were by my side, it may be all the easier for me to find the right words. Hopefully we're close to getting the beast tribe quests here. Because I don't want to do dailies to level up some of these drops, I'll be honest. I want to level them up the lazy way. And also follow the storyline, yeah. Francine, I am sorry. I should not have said all those horrible things before. I was not in my right mind. It was my fault my sister was killed. I stood frozen in fear when Dazard attacked. Yet when it was all over, I placed the blame on you. I was a fool. No, Susan, you were right. It was I who couldn't erase his troubles, ease his troubles. It was my fault he succumbed to despair that gnawed at his heart. These are difficult days, and we shouldn't blame ourselves for their cruelty. There is reason in your answer, of course, but forgiveness of the self is no simple matter. I am overjoyed to speak with you again, Silla. However, I'm afraid I need more time to come to terms with everything that has occurred. What did I know? How much Paracine is suffering? I could have been more there to comfort her. Perhaps there is something I can do now. Something to set her upon the right path. It is plain that Paracine is not yet ready to forgive herself. But I am at a loss as to what we should do. Should we be worried? Or is there some way we can help? I, for one, will not stand idly by while she suffers alone. Perhaps if she had something to remind her of her beloved, she would more easily accept his loss. Passerine, I've been saying it wrong this entire time, haven't I? I've been saying it wrong the whole fucking time. Passerine never did have the chance to say her farewells. Somnus, I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more. Will I have it? Sure. It appears that I shall be in your debt again, but it is well worth it. During the chaos, most of us fled northwest to the bridge. Let us retrace those steps, and we may find something that belonged to Dazar. Pick up anything that catches your eye, and we can share what we have found once we've reached the bridge. Thank you for all you've done for Scylla thus far. Somnus. Her spirits are already much improved for your efforts. Let's hope that we can affect the same change in Passerine. Fuck, I said it wrong again. Dazar did enjoy his jewelry and baubles, so it isn't inconceivable that he may have dropped something as he fled. If you should spy anything glittering in the brush, it couldn't hurt to pick it up. Judging from the rewards of this one, I say this is the last one before we start Because I'm assuming this is the quest line that you have to do before unlocking the Beast Tribe quests. So, at the end of this quest, we'll be able to start unlocking the Beast Tribe quests proper. Taking a while, but I mean, this is the price I pay for not doing a single one of the fucking side quests here. But the Glimmer, then again, I don't really need to, do I? The Glimmer does. The glimmer of this object might caught your eye at a distance. On closer inspection, it's just a rock. Oh, hi! Let me kill. I goes to search. I found this necklace among the underbrush, one of Dazar's favorites, but it seems to be missing the jewel that made his sign so brilliantly. Ah, what's that in your hand? I think this might be the jewel. Why, this is it, the very jewel I spoke of. We make an excellent team, eh? However, we cannot give this to Passerine as it is. I almost did it again. We must prepare it first. Doubtless Yuzan will be able to lend his expertise in that respect. Let us return to the village and speak with him. Ugh, fuck, I'm getting tired. Sula has told me about all your findings, quite excitedly, in fact. She's gone to find materials so she can polish the necklace to a new machine. As for the jewel, I believe I can take it off your hands for the time being. That's not a materia! Well, here you go, fucking materia. This repair should prove simple enough. Adhesive is one of the most elementary recipes. Once the necklace is in presentable shape, I'll bring Sula to visit Passerine. Would you go ahead and tell her to wait for us? If we take longer than expected, I trust you can keep her enraptured with one of your grand talents. I'm so sorry I've been saying your name wrong this whole entire time. I'll just occupy the time space to say that. You have something for me? I don't recall asking any of you. Passerine, I would like you to have this, please. This is Dazar's necklace. Oh, he was so proud the day he bought this. I wonder where did you find it? I had naught but memories to remind me of him, but the sight of this makes me feel that he isn't so far away after all. There is nothing I can do to change the past, but I can work to help us, help give us both a brighter future. This is the least I could do, and I could not have done it without the help of these two. Thank you for this gift, truly, and for your wise words. I see now that you're right. We mustn't let the tragedies of yesterday keep us rooted in place. Well said, well said. Might add that wounds heal more quickly when a salve is applied to them, but when we ignore the pain they cause, they rot. We must take action to see them heal, and rest when we are tired. Only when our energy returns can we move forward. Carefully, one step at a time. Yes, one step at a time. Yuzan, if it isn't too much trouble, could I help to care for the child? The scars of recent tragedy are yet too fresh for me to take care of her entirely by myself. But even so, that doesn't mean I cannot assist in some small way. I have my own child to look over, of course, but still, If you were to take the child under your wing, I would be happy to assist you whenever you need me. For the time being, I could be a wet nurse. Any medicine she requires would be your responsibility, I suppose. Together, we can see that she emerges from her affliction as hale as any newborn babe. That's a splendid idea. I must admit, I could hardly think of a better arrangement myself. I shall hunt and bring food for the child, that she might grow to be strong like her father and mother. That is what Chopper would do. And one step at a time, I shall make her proud. The emptiness I feel at Dazar's loss will take some time to fill, but I believe in time. I will heal. You would want me to heal. Allow me to thank you once again for all you've done. We owe you more than we can repay. Now, I would like to see the child for myself. I'm not one for the subtleties of conversation, but I'd say that went as well as could have expected, wouldn't you? Now, come back to my workshop. There's something I would like to give you. Even though this is a tiny town, it's still annoying to go from one end of it to the other. Truth be told, I had already resolved to raise the child myself, but the prospect of helping him does comfort me indeed. I suppose the true work starts from here, eh? I'm glad to finally have good news to share with Karasov and Nevin. I've been so occupied with treating the sick and injured that I've had little time to think of the departed. My friends really are gone, but I can still honor their memory. If anything has become clear from recent events, it is that the people of this settlement must speak with one another about their troubles. Solitary thoughts so quickly turn dark. I'm more than capable of treating wounds we can see, but it takes a community to heal those that are hidden. I admit the later prospect may take some time for me to become accustomed to. You'll find a way, as an alchemist, a friend, and a father. Would that that there were more than one of me, eh? Luckily, I know more than a few concoctions that will give me the vigor of several men. I only need to have the energy to prove it. Regardless, I apologize for dragging you all this time, even though I doubt we would have arrived at such an amicable conclusion without you. So, I retract my apology. Although her parents are no longer with us, I must do my utmost to raise the child in a way that would meet with their approval. I owe my friends that. I don't need food, I need fucking money. Now it's time for... Oh, it's the girl from the upper quest. Oh, this is gonna be cute. I think it is, at least. From the step, right? I don't know, I'm excited to see, because it's going to be adorable. Sumnus, just the man I was hoping to see. Now that I've had the opportunity to speak with more of the people here, I realize their plight is even more dire than I had imagined. The recent crisis has caused the flow of supplies to grind to a halt, and the people can scarcely meet their daily needs. This will be the case even without the influx of refugees. One way we might alleviate this is to requisition a shipment from the Yedlemond, but the process takes precious time. I fear that many would starve before we see a single sack of grain. All of this is exacerbated by the lack of able-bodied fighters. The wounded are many, and there are few who have the strength and skill to guard us from the beasts lurking in the forests. The Radiant Host would give their lives to protect us, and have, but every day more of them are injured. Bravery alone is only worth so much in the face of overwhelming numbers. And while I am much appreciative of your help so far, I'm not so naive as to think that you will remain here indefinitely. Had we another of your skill to aid us, we might at least stand a chance to weather the worst of the storm. However, my time at the great work was spent largely in solitude, and the people of this village only know of the people of this village know of little beyond its walls, but you've been to the furthest reaches and back, yes? Do you know of anyone else who might lend their stout arm to these humble folk? I know just an adventurer, as fierce as I, if not more so. Ah, I knew I could count on you and your on your wide web of storied personages. Ogo and Kankana, you say? I believe we may be able to kill two birds with one stone with that pair. Unfortunately, my hands are full meeting the medicinal needs of the village. Seeing as you're already acquainted with these fellows, could you appeal to them on our behalf? Apologies for once again putting you so much on your shoulders, but it is for the good of one and all. Can I count on your assistance? Of course. Awesome! It's the adorable little, Arag girl that was scared of the Yarkasodra because in the steppe they're, like, vicious beasts. So... So I'm glad that they're actually involved in this. It'll be really neat to see them again, because that was one of my favorite quests, side quests in Endwalker. In Fatnair, I should say. I love so many of the quests in Endwalker. One of my favorites in Fatnair, at least. Well, if it isn't Slampus, I had wondered when you might walk through my door again. You'll be pleased to hear young Rakashir has taken him to adventuring like a thief to a coin purse. You're covered, Ogle! He is more than capable enough to assist me on my less arduous tasks. Indeed, our future is bright. However, as much as it hardens me to see you, I sense your visit is entirely motivated by curiosity in our affairs, yes? I see. I did not know the Palka stand was beset by such troubles, but I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, all things considered. Naturally, I shall do all in my power to help. A few words to the right people, and the merchants will have a shipment of supplies ready in a matter of bells. Inform the Stiazan that aid is on the way, and for much less coin than merchants would usually charge. This chaos has gripped all of Yarzatan, and it is only together that we shall find the strength to release ourselves from it. And if you require an adventure, then look no further. The supplies require brave souls to defend them, correct? Then I offer mine. I will await you at the gates. Oh, wait for me. I'm coming too. A new day dawns upon us. Oh wow, you're all dressed up and everything. I can't even wear that. Kankana made good on her word. It's not that I doubted she would. The merchants were likely all too eager to make such a sizable trade. They even provided us with bags and coats for the journey. And it appears Rakashir will be joining us. Try as I might to convince him otherwise, his mind is made up. Hopefully this will prove to be another learning experience for him. My grandmother always did say the road forward is paved with good deeds. The three of us shall see that no beast lays fang or claw upon these provisions. There are more supplies to come, but they will be delivered by the Radiant Host. We shall be the vanguard, the harbingers of salvation for Palgastan. Well, that must be off. Space Whale. Oh! Yeah, you get that mount from the Beast Tribe quest. I don't know how many you have to do, but considering that everybody has it like day one, probably won't take long until I get it, so. And then, a fight. That's a cool look. That was a splendid display indeed. Your bravery never ceases to impress. I have never seen such a fierce warrior. I dare say he's every bit your equal. Children are so easily impressed. While Somnus is indeed a formidable adventurer, your teacher has many great deeds to her name, and more yet to come. Now, the village is not far. Let us march, and I challenge any monster to approach. Oh, you forgot the backpack. Hold on, you forgot the supplies! Did you see that, Rakashir? Mark well how quickly that beast succumbed to the flurry of blades. And now's my part, thanks to this brave Arkasodra. Ah, so this is the adventure that Yazan spoke of. Not many. Since my last hunt with sister have I fought so effortlessly with another. And never have I felt so invigorated to have such a mighty Arkasodra fighting by my side. How do you keep it up? Just watching you has me out of breath. Endurance is the product of long hours of practice, lad. Well, it seems my hunt is finished. Let us return to Palkistan before we draw the attention of something deadlier. Because I will be eager to speak with you upon your return. Do not keep him waiting for long. There you are. Slula told me you've brought both the supplies and the protection you promised. She is at present preparing the game she hunted. She has promised to spar with me afterwards. I am fast feeling that I have made the right choice in coming here. I'm grateful for it, lass. It will do Slula good to have your energizing presence by your side. I understand that there are yet more supplies to come. I must find a way to thank the merchants and the one who spurred them to action. Quintana, was it? If there's anything else you require from the merchants, she'll be happy to help. It seems we found a reliable ally, thanks to you. Oh, teacher, don't forget, we should ask about the journal we found. Yes, of course. I was just about to mention it. The beast Sula and I felled was holding it fast to this. Perhaps you know who its owner is? This, by the Monacia, yes. I do, in fact, know who penned this journal. They were dear friends of mine. Unfortunately, they didn't survive the tragedy that befell us. I see. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. Luckily, their memory lives on in their child. And now, this journal. When she comes of age, I'll show this to her. That she might come to know who her parents were. Life is but a string of meetings and farewells. It is our memories that sustain us, that give us life. In this way, those whose journey has ended watch over those with the strength to step forward into a new day. Of all the wisdom grandmother passed down, I hold this to the most precious. Memories are the greatest treasure that we can leave behind. Your grandmother had a way with words. She could have taught even divinities a thing or two. I dare say you may be right, young Lancashire. I am not half so wise as she was, but her sage advice has been a beacon which has always guided me true. Seeing her makes me fucking miss being a female. Good thing I do have Lizzie, so I guess I won't be missing it too much. Put on a shirt, buddy! Oh, that explains it. E-boy enthusiast. Yeah, walk away. Sliver away! I'm one to talk, but I know. Truth be told, I first accompanied you here to repay the debt I owed, as grandmother would have wanted. I see now, however, that fate intended for me to be here. In Scylla, I have met a comrade in arms. In Rakashir, I have found a capable and eager student. For both of their sakes, I must strive ever to be better the day I was before. Perhaps I should take up the art of dance. The fierce display of the Sekisegumi compelled me to put down my spear and take up the katana. But the grace and deadness by which the dancers throw their weapons has a charm all on its own. Some measure of peace has returned to the Matanga, and I believe my skills will put to better use here. An adventurer must court challenge, after all. My teacher has a daring spirit, but if slightly reckless. But worry not, I'll make sure she doesn't come to harm. Have you listened to a single word I have said, Rakashir? You have no notion of the dangers I must brave daily. For now, you should be content to uphold great deeds and learn from them. I wager your adventures soon will take you far from here, Somnus. Rest assured, I shall safeguard the people of Palakistan in your stead. I look forward to hearing tales of your exploits. Well then, the first order of the day is to attune to the Aephorite and gather information. Jot this lesson down, young Rakashir, for these are the fundamentals of adventuring. Come now. You fucking... giant fucking... I don't even know what the hell that was. Let's see. Our lack of surprise was weighing heavily on my mind. I feared for both Passerine and the child. But for the first time in a long while, I can breathe easily. Olga's presence has proven to be a salve on Scylla's mood as well. She laughs as she hasn't since her sister's passing. We both have you to thank for a reversals of fortune. Even the departed have benefited from Olga's arrival. The delivery of the journal was an unexpected boon, and will doubtless prove to be vital in raising the child. When she becomes old enough to understand its contents, she will come to know the deep love her parents bore for her. A love so steadfast that it will shield her from the world's cruelty. Of course, I intend to tell her about your part in her relation as well. But for now, there is work to be done for both of us. I'm sure wheresoever your travels may take you, don't forget the friends you have in this corner of Fatney. And last we be safe. If you die before I can repay the debt I owe you, I'll hunt you through the 7 hells until this ledger is balanced. So let's see it doesn't come to that, eh? Okay, now we can unlock Beast Tribe quests. Yes? Yes! Finally! Oh, fuck! I'm sorry, that's a sweet story and all, but like, holy shit. And I know I should have done all of that already, by the way, because I know that for a fact because I'm pretty sure that that was like a side quest from Endwalker that already fucking... Let's pretend that that was not an affront to nature that I just witnessed. But like these were already quests that we had already, like, we're already in Endwalker that anybody could have done at any point. But I think we're almost to the end. Almost, I think. Sona's just who I was hoping to see. Do you have a moment? When I thought just when I thought normalcy had returned to us, I received word of some truly peculiar hippo sightings. Yes, hippos! A veritable herd of hippos. Why hippos and why now? Hurtling down the high road, no less! Huh. I thought that was normal for Fabner. Yes, well, though hippos have long inhabited Venispati, it is quite unusual to see them in such high numbers outside their natural habitat, let alone harrying travelers on the high road. Yet harried the travelers are, if these hippos have been displaced by the fires that beset the jungle during the final days, we must find them a more suitable place at home for the sake of all concerned. I would normally ask the Radiant Host for help with such affairs, but they already have so much on their hands, and Orgo happens to be away, so can I ask for you to look into the matter? I literally have nothing better to do. Ah, yes, finally, Beast Tribes! Okay, alright. Again, I'm sorry, sweet story. I literally like it, but holy shit. Holy shit. If I had known that I had to do that before Beast Tribes, I would have. Because I've actually been fucking blowing off, taking a break from stream because I need to like take a shower and everything at this time, fucking eat, a lot of things. Anyways, hurdling hippos, you say? Oh yes, I saw them, barreling down the high road at tremendous speed. It was frightening just to watch. They kicked up so much dust that I couldn't get a clear look at them. It doesn't help I'm reading royal dialogue and nobody else does, but but everyone else on the island knows the smooth silhouette, an adorable yet fearsome creature, the hippo. What is happening here? I feel like I'm seeing like one of those like shows where it's like police investigations or whatever, or it's about that. Oh, a meteor. Yes, I've seen hippos on a number of occasions over by the Great Work, and this is the second time I've answered that question in as many bells. One of the refugees came by asking the very same not moments ago. Trina, I think her name was. If you're looking for the same hippos, maybe she could help. She set off towards the perfumed rise last I saw. This is about those dreadful Arcasodra up north, hitching carts to their hippos. Cinderuba knows what else. If they've come down to join the other refugees, I don't doubt they will be stirring up trouble. As if we don't have enough people leeching off of goodwill already. Someone's not happy. Oh well, let's speak to this Trina. Alright. I don't do words good today. Clearly. What are you looking at? Can't you see I'm in the middle of something there? Eh? You're looking for hippos. Damn, I was hoping I was hoping to put paid to this before I had gone out of hand. Well, those hippos are you're looking for should be rolling through any moment now. Just stand back and watch. Here they come! Hey, no stopping! What? Why is there fruit in the middle of... You've done it now, you Hamza heads! Maru, what did I tell you about riding this high road? Boss! Well, the roads back home ain't good for riding no more, boss. We ain't got much of a choice. Keep it off. Keep it off the high road, will you? Yeah, rolling down the main road, kicking up dust storms, just scaring people. What, you already forgot about the Tower Resort? The Tower Resort. The fires and the screaming and the people turning. You really think that raising a racket's what we need right now? In case you ain't got it for your heads yet, I'll spell it out here. Our racing days are over. They were over yesterday. And they were over the day before that, too. I take it this solves your hippo mystery? Now all that's left is to apologize to these sorry salts. Can't tell me where to direct our groveling. The people of Yadwamad. Mainly. Alright, let's have a chat with this Kakana. You're coming too, Maru. I left you in charge, and the one in charge takes responsibility. That's how it goes. You'll be there to give your report or something, right? I'll see you soon enough then. The Arcasodra Beach Conquest is a biker gang. Holy fuck, it's a biker gang! Or like this world's equivalent of a biker gang. Fuck! I love this game. Now, who might these fresh faces be? I was expecting news about hippos, but perhaps you've brought back a few lost souls as well. Something like that. Trina's name, and on behalf of my hippos and associates here, I apologize for the commotion. We're used to racing our hippo carts on the less traveled paths of Anaspati. You see, we never took much to society, even before the sky started rain and fire. Mostly just kept to ourselves and lived off the land. But being into these parts, no excuse. We should have known better than to take the high road at high speed, and we're sorry for any undue stress that we might have caused. We ain't got much to offer, but we'll make it up to you however we can. Favner isn't a bad way, and so if you're going to to do any good for anybody, now's the time. Or at least I like to think. I ain't got much in the way of ideas concerning how misfits like us can contribute. Crew of Arcasodra looking for a purpose, and speedy hippos to steer them true. Perhaps there is something Trina and her associates can contribute to recovering Favner. Have you considered delivery work? Delivery work? You think we could really do something like that? I mean, a hippo cart's the fastest set of wheels there is, but... That's an excellent idea! Local trade is an honest way to recovery, and the timely delivery of goods via hippo cart can only be a boon. However, delivery work requires a great deal of trust. You are transporting someone's precious possessions, after all. You will not only need to learn trade, but earn the respect of the people as well. Everyone starts somewhere, so there's no need to feel intimidated. If this sounds like something you'd like to try, then why not let Somnus show you how it's done? If just so happens that a parcel intended for the great work was accidentally offloaded here today. It's filled with medicinal herbs from Gridania, so I'd like to send it over as soon as possible. Would you be a dear and deliver it with Trina? With your worldly experience, I'm sure you will serve as a shining example of professionalism. Yeah, leave it to me, the delivery boy of light. I'll entrust the parcel to you, Trina. I have no doubt that you will see it safely to its destination. Sorry for taking you out of your way on this, but I look forward to seeing a professional do whatever it is a professional does. I'll be waiting by the gates, so give me a shout when you're ready to go. Just turned on the air conditioning, so there's a humming in the background, that's why. Oh, these better be super fast. Ready when you are. My partner, Saria, has been pulling the fastest car on the island. I stowed the goods with delivering under the seat, so they won't get damaged or nothing. And we ain't about to leave you high on hippos. There's another cot just for you. Our hippos are usually shy about strangers, but you have asked for the fruit earlier, so you've got nothing to worry about. You're smarter than to bite the hand that feeds. We don't let just anybody ride our carts, but if boss thinks he can handle it. No need for bellyaching, Maru. We ain't racing the carts down the high road like some Hamza heads I know. Now, off you go, slow and steady. Right? The hippo cart? Of course. Fucking just the... Oh, we're going! Oh, we're going, indeed! Oh, yes! Oh, I really like the stance I'm taking there. Oh, we're going here. We fucking schmoovin'. Dude, this is this world's equivalent of a moped, man. Seriously. I gotta go. Not a bad way to travel, eh? My crew designed these carts from scratch, you know. It's too bad that it's cloudy right now, but whatever. I actually like cloudy. Historically, we Arcosodra never went around in chocobo carriages and the like. But at some point I got to wondering, why not? I really like these guys, really. If you couldn't tell already. Sure, we're a heavy bunch, but nothing's impossible if you put your mind to it, right? Well, after auditioning all kinds of critters, we finally came around to hippos. Hippo riding's a team effort. Our hippos can sprint with the best of them, but they ain't got a lot of stamina, so a good rider knows when to push and when to let up. Here we are, safe and sound. Now, hand over the goods, right? You wouldn't happen to be talking about an imported package, would you? I've been expecting a delivery ship, but neither seem neither cute nor proud of it. Wait, aren't you the one who saved Nadana? Ah, I see. Well, thank you both for going out of your way to bring this over. You've saved me a considerable grief. No large trading vessels can dock here, you see. Usually our orders are offloaded at Alnair and thence shipped by Dao. But they sometimes get mixed in with packages destined for Yadumon. And then a logistical nightmare begins, I'm afraid. I check to see if you indeed have my orders. Yes, this is it! Importing these is turning enough without delivery mishaps, so I'm relieved they made it here safely. And to think that all the hippo above was, in fact, industrious delivery work. A little frightening to watch without proper context, but you've done a marvelous job. I'll be sure to call upon your services again. That wasn't a delivery, but I guess a little misunderstanding never hurt anyone. People sure do trust you, though. I got trusted just standing next to you. And he looked so happy about his herbs. Had me smiling right along with him. Maybe we really can make a difference with this delivery business. I really like the places we're going here. I really like it. They really went all in on the delivery boy of light motif that everybody's been joking about, and actually made us, for our next quest line, a delivery boy of light. Oh, they've been doing that ever since A Realm Reborn. What am I saying? Thanks for showing me the ropes, and for doing all the talking, too. I'd like to get straight back to Kankana, but from the looks of it, your hippo needs a breather. No surprise, considering it's all what it's been for you lately. Here's what we'll do. I'll let this big boy rest up a bit, while you go on ahead with Sorry. I'm trusting you with my prized set of wheels, so be careful. No scratches or nothing. Just ride like you did coming here, and you shouldn't be any problems. Should you become separated from your cart, speak with Trinidad. I shouldn't end up being separated from her. This is how it fucking strafes. This is how it strafes. That is funny. It actually goes sideways when it strafes. That is too hilarious. Okay, let's go. It can't fly, can it? Nope, it can't. Alright, on the ground we go. On the road. So, I saw Cole Sprouse trending, during stream. Cole Sprouse of, Sweet Life Zack Cody fame, as well as Riverdale fame. I saw he was trending. I'm like, did he do something? Did he say something? Is he just like, is he in a new thing? Like, what's happening? It turns out, fucking, there's a picture of him that came out that where he's fucking cheeked up the stupid cheeked up. Like he's got it all hanging out there. It's only his back end, but I mean, a lot of people only really need to see the back end. I didn't see the whole picture, mind you. I can imagine what the whole picture looks like, I'll be honest. But I didn't see the whole thing, no. I saw a snippet of it from a news article that was up on the front. It's a good thing that fucking Shadow the Hedgehog, Sega, and generally Sonic shit has been upending it. So glad to know that the internet can think of something really fucking grotesque and immediately forget about it. Wow, I commentated that entire fucking trip. Nice. Her mission accomplished, the triumphant Saria trundles away with a cart in tow. Kankana will be pleased to hear of your successful delivery. Welcome back! Samus just told me about all about your successful delivery. Thank you for your help, Trina. How did you think of your first job? The delivery part seems pretty straightforward, even for our ilk. But the whole build and trust thing won't be easy. Still, it's not like we can give up and go home to spend a spotty. Sooner or later, we'll have to get used to living with our folks. And you should have seen how relieved the alchemist was when we got his supplies. Feels nice to know we did something good for the world. There's no greater reward for a job than well done. In my experience, if you choose to continue on this path, I'm certain the joy you bring will be returned to you tenfold. As if this is a new endeavor for you and your associates. However, I do believe it's best if someone oversees your progress. Somnus, you did so much for Olgo that I have to ask, will you lend your aid to Trina and her associates? I know we're a right crew of misfits on this, but I promise you, we're hard workers. Give us a chance and we'll make you proud. You got spirit, kid. I'm with you. Thank you. I swear you won't regret this. No, that's settled. I think it's time you saw your new home. You see, I have come into possession of an old trading post that has since fallen into disuse. The structures may be a little worse for wear, but the plot itself is very conveniently located. You're free to fix it up and however you like. You're gonna let us use it? Just like that? I will lease it to you for a small fee. That is to say, if your new business fails to turn a profit, I may have to rethink the use of that space one day. But we can talk about the particulars later. For now, how about you go and have a look? I've marked this location on this map. Gladly! Thanks for everything you've done for us. Let's reconvene at our new headquarters. I'll round up my people. Oh no, sun, don't set for me now. I want to see this scene in the sunset. Might have hurt the gas, but it looks good. That one was the cough. Somnus, glad you turned up. As you can see, this place ain't no magadude, huh? But once we get the basics up and running, it'll start feeling like home in no time. We'll need a cart shed for starters, and a place to store packages and whatnot. If I'm an honest boss, I'm not sure about all this, but if you say we should give it a shot, I guess we can try. Thanks, Maru. I'm counting on you too, you know. Alright, as of today, we're making our name as reliable delivery workers. We've got a lot to learn, but don't go easy on us. Teach us everything you know. Now, we need a name for our new business. Something real trustworthy. Boss, we gotta fix the place up. We ain't got time to be worrying about names. What's wrong with our team name anyway? Our team name? You're right. Well, we don't need to be fancy. Just fast, reliable, and riding hippo carts. Hippo riders it is. Led by their charismatic leader, Trina, the Hippo Riders have retired from racing and rebranded themselves as speedy delivery workers. However, they're still known on the island as local delinquents, use their experience as an adventurer and trusted hero to help them better their reputation. The Hippo Riders Beast Tribe quest has started. Let's go. Ah, that's the music of this place. It's so good. This is good ass music. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Now we have Beast and Tribe quests to do. Ride the Hippo cart to Calica Stand. Oh, I have flight. Nice. Thank you! So this will be our mount. I forgot that you get to ride the mount early in the quests. I thought that people already had it. But evidently enough, not yet. I misread his name as Vibin, and I'm like, I guess he is. Wait, hold on. Is the mount music for this mount the same as the as their town? Hold on. I gotta know. No, it's just a generic mount music. Okay. Eh? Yellow, perhaps? Okay, yellow. Okay. Yellow. Okay, you are yellow. Are you blue? I'm assuming you're blue. No, you're not, you're not even a quest NPC. I didn't even register that. Sorry. Hold on. You. Oh, you're definitely blue. Right? I wonder what the point of this is all is. Get your colors here! Colors! Get your colors here! Step right up and get your colors! Wherever they may or may not be. Whatever they may or may not be. Ah, there we go. Oh, you're definitely red. You're a radiant, after all. There you go. Alright. Well, we gotta do the other ones. The moon! The moon. Nice. Climb the cliff. Oh, because our quest is all the way up here. In a normally inaccessible area. Unless you have flying. Daredevil diver. Okay, where's the nervous rider though? Ah, over here at the Great Work. Gotcha. Hello, Mr. Nervous Rider. Why are you nervous and why are you a rider? I remember their name, but what do they look like again? Start screaming their name, I'm sure someone will come running. If I could do that, I would have done it already. I'm sure Nadana could point you in the right direction. She's a very personable person. Oh, we're done here. Okay. There's no Aephorite where they are, but then again, they're right in the middle of everything, so I guess it's not something to complain about. It's just something to point out. After all, whenever the fuck did I use the Lita Loran Aphorite whenever I was doing the Pixie Beach drives? I wasn't. Just the simple truth of it. Alright, Mario. Did all your shit for you. I know I have 9 allowances per day, every day, but like, or 12 allowances, but I am not going to use up all 12 of them. Especially considering that like everything else is just insignificant EXP to me now. Because I'm level 80 on everything, at least. Level 90 on most things. So I'm just gonna stick around and vibe with the music. This is a very vibey music. Like, look at us dancing! She vibing indeed. Wait, that's Lisa's hair. Oh, did they release Lisa's outfit already? In which case, why are you not using her outfit as opposed to... Well, I guess the dancer outfit is a lot sexier, so I guess I wouldn't blame you. Cool, they released Lisa's outfit. I'll leave the stream to vibe with this music whilst I go take a shower, eat, and probably will come back because I want to do many things, many other things. So, not many other things, but I want to do Tataru's quest and I want to do Omega's quest. So, I'll leave the stream to vibe to this music. Beard. Alright, I'm back. So, now we do, let's, should I, finish up, well, I probably should properly start, Tadru's quest, yeah? I'm gonna abandon it because I only went through one cutscene so far, and we'll properly start it. He's not wearing anything. Let's go. Alright, let's properly start this quest instead of just like rushing in because I was being stupid and distracted by the fact that things were happening. Luckily, such things seem to not be happening anymore. Hopefully, such things seem to not be happening anymore. And if they still are, then we have a lot of problems. Sana Setana, welcome, welcome. I am Magina, assistant shopkeep and an apprentice seamstress here at Taru's boutique. I don't remember my face, as I'm merely one of those, one of many who owe you our lives. But you will always have my gratitude for saving me that day on the Eblin Rhine. Sure, I don't remember that at all, but yeah. You're too kind, and sorry. And while I hate to ask more of you, please say that you're here to assist in Miss Tataru's new endeavor. Well, what's she trying to do? Oh, not yet, but he soon shall. Oh, not yet, but he soon shall be. Whatever would we do without your penchant for turning up precisely when you need it, huh? Now, now to make a long story short, of our solvency short, we've secured the resources to produce the new designs I developed in cooperation with guilds near and far, and in sufficient quantity to meet rising demand. We shan't rest on our laurels, however. To serve passing adventures and the occasional intrepid Charlian is all well and good, but we're hardly taking the world by storm now. Much like yourself, we must look toward new horizons. The Scions proved the cooperation on a star-wide scale as possible, and we would be fools not to capitalize on that to build the grandest trade network in the history of Heidelin, for all the greater good, of course. Yes, this is a wonderful opportunity to bring people together. I often think back to that incredible moment when the Garwin army came to our rescue. Perhaps our efforts, too, will one day lead to a miracle like that which took place on the Eblin Rhine. I have no doubt that they shall, and we mustn't expect such alliances to form themselves. We must be proactive, and who better to woo our future partners in commerce than to our current #1 customer? You! Our erstwhile comrades-in-arms know that... Our erstwhile comrades-in-arms know that when it comes to good equipment and better ideas, few have such keen eyes as our adventurer extraordinaire. Even should they hesitate at first, I'm certain you can convince them using the samples I've prepared. If you'll cover my infrared expenses. But of course, with your assistance, we'll have both coin and goodwill flowing in no time. Everything's falling into place. Where shall we send Somnus first? Don't you worry, I have it all planned out. First, Lim Salamansa. Sigurd has the bloody executioners working harder than ever, so he is sure to appreciate any extra supplies. Next, Gridania, The Seedseers are a source of trusted authority and insight into the Shroud, so we not go amiss in cultivating the investment of, say, Arun Senna. I hear that he has some interest in affairs abroad, so the novelty of our samples may persuade him to our side. Excuse me. As for Oda, I feel confident in pinning our hopes on Pippin. He's always been a stalwart ally, and it goes without saying that he is more than a little sway on the Sultanate. Between his involvement with the Immortal Flames, the Syndicate, and the Colosseum, he's bound to find a use for quality Acotram. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. With that out of the way, Magina, would you do the honors? Never let it be said that Tataru Taru is stingy with her samples. Now, if you make your way to Limsa and climb aboard the Astalicia, I'm certain someone will point you in Seeker's direction. I have my own avenues of inquiry to attend to, but I'll check in periodically to see how your journey is coming along. Let's get to it! And then next is Omega's quest, and this one's going to be with Biggs and Wedge, I believe. So this is going to be extra fun. Jesus Christ, there's so many people. So this one's the Omega one, yeah? I believe it is. Yes, it is. That's blown the cobwebs away! Time to return to work. Goodness me, look who it is! How incredibly serendipitous that I would run into you of all people. And I was part of the team that which designed the Ragnarok, you see, and we've recently begun the process of combing for the vessel's flight log data. The primary objective of your journey to Ultima Thule was to save our star and countless others, of course, but it also provided us an invaluable trove of information. Records of places and events we could only dream of. Your safe return gave us much to be thankful for. As it so happens, one of the things we pulled from the log was a transmission of unknown origin, something the ship must have intercepted during its flight. We believe it to be an audio message, but even our most knowledgeable scholars have been unable to decipher its content, Professor Marusha included. For a while there, it seemed we must accept defeat, but today may be the day we finally solve the mystery. If you are so inclined, would you care to come along to Famazane? It seems fitting to have one of the Ragnarok's original passengers present to hear history being made. Alright, oh, looks like, I'm going to go to Expert Town now. I want to go as monk, I guess? I don't know, maybe. Maybe I'll go as monk. We'll do this for a bit and then continue on our quest. After all, it should really only be a short while, especially with a full party. Assuming we queue in the next, like, in a reasonable time. No pressure. No pressure at all. I'm gonna go to head to Limsa first, so that we can get the quest going. This only works on party members, yeah? Yeah. I can't thunderclap random people. I should probably actually head down. There we go. Right. In lieu of a queue time, we have a ready time now. Ah yes, all's it all. All's it all. All's that all. All's it all. Okay. Actually charged up my key, but whatever. I've rarely actually done this dungeon as a DPS, actually. I've mainly been taking expert. gonna get bad breath. I mean, I guess how clean you go. Fuck! Okay. We're good. Fuck! Yeah, no. No way I would have won that. I'm blanking on the rotation a lot. But really, it's just because I mixed up the order of certain moves that I was doing. Now I can't correct myself. I don't main monk, okay? Don't blame me. A moment. Alright, I'm back. And they fucking left without me. I guess they are indeed confident of their abilities to do at least a small play without me. Oh yeah. Oh, I guess I'm ready to go all out on this man. See, expert party, see what you can achieve with really fucking good DPS on a single target enemy. We didn't even have to fight half the other shit that we had to fight. I'm sorry, this is a PSA to all. Don't fucking AoE at all if you're a DPS. If you're a DPS, focus on fucking like single targeting down to one guy that spawns shit. So that you don't have to deal with more AoE crap. I need to get that off my chest because holy fuck. Was that poll made so much simpler, so much more trivial, just because fucking we focus down to one thing. I don't know if the same trick will work twice, considering this thing comes by faster, but we'll do. To be fair, when you see a tank big pulling like this, you probably should start AoEing, honestly. For their sake, survivability and all that. But, I mean, a lot less would spawn if single target was a priority. Where's Big Man? There he is. Come on. That is the type blue guy should be striving towards, yeah? Woo! Spicy. My shin was cooked. Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow!